Brandon Allen refuses to talk about his tattoos. That's alright. I will. Let's go tattoo by tattoo. On his belly, he has hate for the weak, not overly incriminating until you add it to the other ones. 5150 as cop code for crazy person on the loose, kind of irrelevant. And then you see the 88 tattoo, which is his most recent tattoo. And now this you can brush off, and later on I'll discuss this, but he said that the only time that he's ever talked about his tattoos, he said that the 88 is Brandon Allen 88 because he was born in 1988. Well, okay, that's some really interesting font that you chose there. As you see here, you go 88 Nazi, that font's pretty damn similar to what you see on all these other ones. Furthermore, Brandon Allen, you don't strike me as the type to want to get their birth year tattooed on their stomach, right below a crazy person on the loose, and hate for the weak. It just doesn't fit the theme, you know? So that's his 88 tattoo. That was the most recent one. And once again, you know, that by itself can probably be passed off. Those belly tattoos could probably be passed off as not being Nazi affiliation. That brings us to his hand tattoo, where he has a skull tattooed on it. Now, if he didn't have the 88 on it, you could just say, you know what, I made a bad choice in skulls. But you're going to see a quick Google search here, and bam. 5 of the top 8 for Nazi skull Google on images, 5 of the top 8 are identical to the skull that he has tattooed on his hand. Now, you'd have to be an absolute moron to get a tattoo on your body and not know what you're doing. And you'd also have to be a complete moron to think that it's a complete coincidence that he has 88 tattooed and the Nazi skull tattooed on him and has no idea that either one of them have any Nazi affiliation. Or you'd have to be in some kind of business arrangement with him where you need people to believe that he's not a Nazi affiliated because that's obviously bad for business. Enter Stan Efferding. So here he is with his flyer for a pool party that he invited Brandon Allen, and as you can see, he has the 88 tattoo on the flyer. And this caused Stan Efferding to get a bunch of messages, and everyone asking, hey, why are you inviting this guy with Nazi tattoos to your pool party? That's a pretty good question, Stan. So Stan Efferding went on to make this post on his Instagram with Brandon Allen posing with a bunch of people with dark skin. And then he also added some DMs sent back and forth between him and Brandon Allen that, whatever. First of all, posing with people with dark skin doesn't vindicate you as a non-racist. Let's just get that right out of the way. Next, let's talk about that Brandon Allen didn't share this on his own Instagram. Stan Efferding posted this. And then one other thing to take away from this is that people that were tagged on this post were some of the people in that photo, and they requested that Stan, hey, they told Stan in the comments or whatever, like, hey, we weren't asked if this was okay if we were included in this, and it's not okay. So leave us the bleep out of it. To be completely honest, I don't blame him. If I saw a guy with Nazi tattoos all over his body and someone else using me because I have dark skin, using me to vindicate him as a non-racist, that wouldn't sit very well with me. As a matter of fact, it would make me think that they're even more racist than what they're appearing to be with his Nazi tattoos. So, yeah. Fast forward to 2018, October, and it looks like he's getting the Nazi skull covered, so that way he can pretend that the 88 on his belly is just so he doesn't forget his birth year. Seemed a little basic there, Brandon.